It's a warm night. Let us stay on the balcony for a bit longer. And there's something I wanted to ask you. Unless you wanted to listen to this evening's recital. It will start soon. I think it's the moonlit canticle tonight. No, it's not important for me to be there. I like attending a few of them, but not every night. We can hear it from up here, but only faintly. My balcony is close enough to the square for the sound of the reciting to drift here on the wind, at least some nights. I don't mind if we talk. I just like to listen in a bit. It's nice to hear it in the background. Comforting. It's a very old tradition. Yes, every night something of elven lore is recited. Since long before I was born. If we were down there, it would be rude to chatter, of course. Oh yes, I did have a question for you. Look, I can tell that something is wrong. You haven't slept well lately. Something is bothering you. And I thought everything was going so well. So my question, I would like to know what's bothering you. You've been here for more than a year. You've seen all the turnings of the seasons, bonded with the land. You can stay in Anyatsari, settle down here. That's what you wanted, right? Not just residency, but you've passed all the tests. You've been granted full citizenship. A human in elven lands. A rare thing. But you have met the other humans that live here. Just a handful, yes. There's very few of you. What do you mean it's not enough? You want to be an elf? Yes, I did say that, didn't I? Shortly after we met. That you had the soul of an elf. Are you sure about this? There's nothing wrong with being human. Yes, I know the way you lived in that human city was not good, but that's all societal. And yes, our bodies are different. I understand the need for the outer self, the body, to align with the inner self. There might be a way. The forest is vast and full of old magic. There is a creature out there that might be able to help you. A dryad. This is not by any means a service that is offered, but it would be within her power, I believe. She is half tree, half woman, a creature of transformation. That is where her powers lie. The moonlit canticle is starting. How beautiful and fitting for tonight. It must have been one of the first lessons you took, right? Do you remember it? Let me refresh your memory then. The moonlit canticle tells of the parting of the spheres. When elves and humans could no longer live in peace, and the elves took it upon themselves to separate their lands, to shift them halfway into a different realm. It was done during a frost moon, almost 900 years ago, the coldest moon of winter, and took place over all 3 of the full moon nights. And since then, we have been half there, half here. And yet the same moon shines over both realms. Our lands have a border, yes, the one you cross to get here, and we guard it jealously. But in the other direction, the forest goes on forever, into magic and twilight. It is interrupted here and there by mountains, lakes and rivers, but it never ends. Many years have passed since I last visited human lands. Cities where different races lives together. Men, dwarves, goblins, and a few elves, yes. Oh no, more than that. It's been decades. Enough time for your society to change. One thing does not seem to have changed from what you tell me. Your kind lives faster and faster. You strive and strive, always wanting more. And towards the end of your lives, you regret and wish you had lived differently. You do not realize that abundance lies in simplicity, in having enough and working together. Your fast-paced lives makes you dangerous. You take more than nature can replenish, and there are far too many of you, more than the land can bear. We elves do not forget. We guard our borders fiercely, not because we hate humans, but because we fear your mindset, your way of life. It's too destructive. And for almost 900 years, we have guarded the border and kept the endless forest safe. Perhaps I am too strict, too narrow-minded. The cities you have built do not seem to allow any other kind of life, if what you tell is true. Oh yes, I do believe you, my friend, when you describe your past. On a deeper level, you must realize, a fair number of you at least, most of you have little choice. Elves live slowly and age slowly. Humans burn themselves out in less than a century. The Dryad. She lives in a grove a few days' travel from here. Yes, I do believe she can turn you into an elf, so your body will match your soul. But is she willing? I cannot say. And if the transformation will be complete, I do not know either. I have never entered that grove. I've had no reason to. It is guarded by druids that will let no harm come to it. There's a fair number of groves spread out through the forest. They are sacred, and each of the sacred groves were created around a nexus of magic to protect it. It keeps the forest healthy and balanced. What the druids do exactly, I do not know. I am just a ranger. But those of us who show great magical potential travel to one of the groves while still quite young to learn and develop that skill. Some become druids and spend their whole lives in a grove. Others leave after their training is complete and their skills with magic is of great use. We visit the groves to worship sometimes, or if something ails us that no other healer can cure, a grove can help you then. No, I never had much magical talent. A bit of herbalism and a bit of healing, that is all. Yes, I do talk to the trees in a way, but we all do that. That's nothing special. We have a feel for the land. That is part of being an elf. Although, if I lost that ability, the ability to feel the land, I would feel crippled or blinded. Perhaps I take it too much for granted. If a human can develop it, to a certain degree, yes, but I don't think it's the same. Is this what you want as well? Does it feel like something is lacking? Yes, I think I understand. This is more important to you than I realized. No wonder you cannot sleep. What else separates us? You can probably guess. You've had enough time to observe us. We are lithe and acrobatic. Our ears are pointed. We grow our hair long. It is a sign of health and vitality. We need a little less food than a human, and weather does not bother us as much. We feel the cold and the heat, but neither burns us as easily as it does you. We meld with it in a way, become part of it. Yes, because we are so closely connected to the land. We are almost plant-like, rooted to a place, to the forest. That is a good way of putting it. Our lifespans are much greater than yours. The turning of the seasons, the slow rhythm of the land echoes in us. It is a circle. We wax and wane with the year and live quiet, slow lives. A slower pace and a longer life. If you are truly set on this, then I will walk with you to the grove and wait for you outside. You must enter on your own, for I have no business there. Perhaps the dryad will not even see you, but then you will at least have tried. Do you feel better now that you have a plan, or more anxious? If you still cannot sleep, I will make you a draught. But first, let us listen to the end of the moonlit canticle.
termeo e havedue uessilo nuelelo, colmiria eri e morale, ocenus shekeli da circa naile, Zoivalo arnes, raer tessere ere fedas, au minere geluen fuliere, aut suelo ai fellar priamo tuelum, au flael volere, pro leare altere, ielo ai sasce volere, barthishelo arne, in ville sihorelin, Yashimashul irello, Gudietas yalel, Aimel sereas uasareida ne amu, Eloe shenabor, Jethes yeloelo, Yoshavan, Ugelene o Welanu albi, Tetsuelo e aelu, Eloun ne aelu, Jasadetha, Yainave viliem enai, Eloun re celeste melendus, Igelasi silo afirene, Sinta roele, Canna roela ne dirà. Esse au